Rose, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle.
Right. I'm going to start now. Finn posting in the group.
As we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
At the 37-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Gain of 23 yards on the play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
Here we go.
Gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Seahawks 7, Vikings 0.
2nd and 2. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 62 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Second down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The kicker on for the
from 8 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down. Here's Mostert. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pick the ball off.
Downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, fucking time.
By Troy Pride, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Jack Doyle. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Midfield.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that one goes
goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chandler Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Spot.
13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Watson will get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Ezekiel.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down.
Carry by Elliott. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing into the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. On On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Tackle made at the 21.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
22 yards on the play. First down, Vikings.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's back to throw. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And that is no good. And this score will...